They maintain an elevated degree of secrecy, preserving their knowledge within exclusive circles, operating with unwavering consistency, and partaking in age-old and mystifying rituals. These entities are known as secret societies. Are these secretive organizations a breeding ground for malevolence? They have undoubtedly become the focal point of numerous conspiracy theories. Accusations have been made regarding their sinister agenda and their desire to gain control over the world. Some even argue that they already hold such power, repeatedly throughout history. The general populace tends to perceive treacherous conspiracies in every corner, but it is unclear which of these suspicions are grounded in truth, and which are merely products of fiction crafted by accomplished authors like Dan Brown. Secret fraternities have been in existence for millennia, leaving their mark on various mythologies. Through the annals of time, a tempestuous storm of whispers has raged, carrying with it a chilling revelation that pierces the very fabric of existence. It is an epic-spanning tale of dark secrets and Machiavellian machinations, where the lines between truth and deception blur. Whispers tell of a sinister alliance, comprised of illustrious organizations and revered celebrities, united in a nefarious quest to commandeer the destiny of humanity, to shape its thoughts and harness its very soul. This unholy congregation is known as the infamous Illuminati, a specter of absolute dominance, haunting the collective consciousness of all mankind. Who are these shadowed figures that dance upon the stage of power? What dark desires stir within their very souls? Indeed, the name Illuminati itself emerges from the Latin plural illuminatus, a word etched in the annals of history, resonating with the essence of Enlightenment. It stands as a testament to the pursuit of transcending ignorance, a journey embarked upon by those hungry for knowledge and wisdom. Over time, this appellation transformed, encapsulating the liberation of mankind from the chains of ignorance, an emancipation achieved through the sacred alliance of education and reason. Let us unravel the genesis of this clandestine brotherhood, tracing its origins to a single man, aflame with a fiery hatred for his oppressive masters. The saga begins with the fervent animosity that burned within his heart, but it all started with one man who hated his bosses. In the year 1748, a man by the name of Adam Weishaupt was born, destined for a fate entwined with the tapestry of history. In the year 1773, he found himself within the hallowed halls of the University of Ingolstadt, where he assumed the role of a professor, specializing in the intricate realm of canon law. Though the term may evoke images of thundering cannons on the battlefield or majestic ships at sea, it is in fact a term used to denote the sacred laws and regulations that govern the operations of a religious organization. Indeed, Weishaupt's expertise lay in the profound intricacies of church law, even though he himself did not walk the path of the clergy. This circumstance posed a considerable predicament within the university, for it was predominantly governed by men of the cloth, particularly the esteemed Jesuits. Originating in the 16th century under the auspices of Pope Paul III, the Jesuits embarked upon a sacred quest of worldwide evangelization. Their mission was twofold: to impart knowledge and to foster collaboration among various Christian denominations. Revered as the paragon of Christian zeal, the Jesuits epitomized the indomitable spirit of the SEAL Team 6 in the realm of faith. They embraced a vocation that required them to traverse the globe, braving all adversities with unwavering resolve, driven solely by their devotion to assisting the destitute and unlearned. The Jesuits, over time, became a source of annoyance to the European powers due to their remarkable effectiveness. They established unique settlements in various colonial territories and vehemently opposed the enslavement of the people under their guardianship, which ran contrary to the desires of local governments and business interests. As slave labor played a vital role in the economies of these distant colonies, the Jesuits swiftly garnered a negative reputation for impeding economic advancement. However, it is important to acknowledge that the Jesuits did not hold an entirely uncompromising stance against slavery. It is crucial to bear in mind that during that era, slavery was a widely prevalent and socially accepted institution. In fact, not too long before that time, even white Europeans had experienced enslavement themselves, The Jesuits, however, expressed their opposition to the harsh and inhumane treatment inflicted upon slaves, believing that such cruelty was unnecessary. Yet, when it came to economic progress, even religious principles often succumbed to its sway. Thus, in 1773, Pope Clement XIV issued a decree to dissolve the Jesuit order, disregarding their contributions and influence. Nevertheless, in several locations, the Jesuits managed to retain their authority, and one such place was the University of Ingolstadt. It was within this institution that Adam Weishaupt, amid a relentless onslaught from various fronts, found himself fulfilling his teaching duties. The Jesuits, who held sway over the university, endeavored to stifle any staff members who were not part of the clergy, Weishaupt included. Disheartened by what he perceived as antiquated perspectives, Weishaupt sought solace in Freemasonry. However, at this juncture in history, the Freemason order had transformed into a leisurely gathering for affluent youth who indulged in superficial philosophical pursuits. Contrary to the exaggerated claims that may populate the Facebook walls of your edgy friend, the true intentions of the Illuminati diverged from liberating mankind from religion. Instead, they sought to bring about a transformation in the practice and imposition of religious beliefs. Weishaupt, for instance, held the belief that science and religion should coexist as allies, rather than adversaries, in shaping our understanding of the world. Moreover, he advocated for individuals to have the freedom to choose their own path, whether it be guided by science or religion. The ultimate aim was to establish a society where freedom and moral fairness prevailed. However, a significant obstacle arose. Those in positions of power showed little enthusiasm for such a radical agenda during that era. After all, if the common folk were truly liberated, how could they be exploited for personal gain? This notion continues to challenge free market capitalists, who, heavily influenced by Freemasonry, shamelessly appropriate its principles. Weishaupt, in his endeavor, devised intricate rituals to be conducted during Illuminati gatherings. Members were assigned secret names drawn from their cherished aspects of ancient times. Weishaupt, for instance, adopted the name Spartacus, perhaps envisioning himself as a leader, spearheading a rebellion of enslaved minds, striving for liberation. As the number of members expanded from a mere 9 individuals to an impressive 2,500, it became evident that additional ranks were necessary. Weishaupt, therefore, devised a system comprising 13 degrees of initiation, divided into 3 distinct classes. The initial levels of initiates were referred to as Illuminatus Minor. Following that, there were the Illuminatus Dirigans. Lastly, the highest echelon of the Illuminati held the simple designation of the kings. We're not saying Weishaupt lost the plot somewhere along the way, but a man who set out to enlighten people and free them from oppressive government and ideology, both ended up making a secret society where he was king, and that really speaks to the futility of man. So what did the Illuminati actually do? Well, they attempted to spread the ideas of enlightenment and reform through the upper crust of European society, but we're never, in fact, any way close to political power of their own. The high point of this secret society would come in 1777. When Charles Theodore ascended to the Bavarian throne, he embraced and propagated the very liberal ideals that the Illuminati themselves championed. However, Charles Theodore's reign proved to be feeble, and before long, the ruling elites exerted pressure on him to retract his efforts in liberalizing Bavaria. Consequently, a direct crackdown ensued, targeting the Illuminati itself. The ruling elites deemed the Illuminati's liberal agenda a threat to the state's security and stability. The downfall of the Illuminati can be attributed, in part, to its own undoing. Its members openly boasted of their influence, even though their actual power was quite limited. This public display of prowess ultimately sealed their fate. Furthermore, the Illuminati made the audacious move of openly criticizing the monarchy, a feat only possible for America, given its considerable distance from the nearest monarch. As membership lists of Illuminati members started to surface, the revelation that individuals in positions of moderate power were affiliated with the secret society triggered widespread alarm among the ruling elite. This heightened concern over clandestine organizations prompted Charles Theodore to issue a ban on all secret societies. Consequently, Weishaupt was compelled to flee in order to preserve his own life. In present times, the Illuminati are unjustly attributed with blame for a myriad of issues, ranging from warfare and poverty in developing nations to even the fate of Harambe, the gorilla. The septic hand symbols, gestures by famous celebrities, created buzz in uplifting the craze of the Illuminati. There's association to them, success and silence of artists created a huge impact on the society. Illuminate's impact on the world. Whether it is Israel's Mossad, America's CIA, or Pakistan's ISI, the world's biggest agency, Illuminati, is much bigger and more dangerous than these agencies. They decide every single decision taken on a daily basis. Our ideology, likes and dislikes, are also controlled by them. Right from the common man to very rich and successful men, they have their hand behind it, from taking any person to the peak of success to ending someone's life. But is all this really true, or has it been created to keep you under control? Big names are associated with it: Rihanna, late Queen Elizabeth, Trump, President Biden, Eminem, George Washington, Tupac, and many more. It has been described as the most powerful, more powerful than China, Russia, and America. Those who joined it became very famous in history, but those who separated from it got only death. Travis Scott and Michael Jackson are the most contrasting examples of how they treat people when they go against them and according to them. Who does not know Michael Jackson? According to a report in the Mirror, he was murdered by a secret sinister society when he went against the Illuminati. Another example is, on November 5, 2021, Travis Scott had a demonic-themed show at NRG Park. The show was attended by over 50,000 people, and Travis is said to have performed some satanic rituals. Because of this, so much negative energy developed in that show that people started going mad. In the middle of the show, people climbed on the stage and shouted to stop the show, but no one listened. At the end of the show, 8 people died and many more fell ill. But the coverage came in the media that this happened due to extreme crowding and heating condition. Reality or just a theory? Many people believe that the Illuminati group is the one that is responsible for everyone. Yet on the other hand, some people think that this is just a historical fact and never more than a moderately successful boys' club that managed to wield a small amount of power in Bavaria before it was disbanded. Conspiracy theories nevertheless abound concerning a modern Illuminati, probably because it's more comfortable for people to believe that even when insane, really stupid stuff is being done by our governments, it's because someone is secretly pulling the strings to a master plan instead of the simple truth that sometimes we put idiots in charge. But then again, that's exactly what we'd say if we were secretly part of the Illuminati. Thank you for joining us on this captivating exploration of the Illuminati and its intriguing culture. We have briefed into the enigmatic origins, ideals, and controversies surrounding this secretive group, from its aspirations for enlightenment and societal reform to the mysteries that shroud its existence. The Illuminati has sparked curiosity and speculation throughout history. While the true extent of the Illuminate's influence remains elusive, it undeniably continues to captivate our imagination and fuel discussions. Join us next time as we get into another captivating topic. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Stay curious and keep exploring.